and all of that. Okay, so let's get to it. This is the first tweet. All right, by now you guys should have seen this this image. I've also posted it on my community board, and I also posted on my IG. All right, so let's get going. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex moments before attending the opening ceremony of One Young World last month. That's Meghan Harrisman. And it's funny that the day that I believe either I was editing or early in the morning, like around this time, I was recording something, and I mentioned him, and I mentioned him being in the background of a photograph that I guess the paparazzi did when Harry and Meghan were taking the train. And that same day, I remember it distinctively because I was either editing that video or I recorded it in the morning. And then later in the afternoon of that day, because I record early in the morning, I didn't see it until later in the afternoon. And then I saw that picture, and then it was him who posted it. All right, look at Harry here. Meghan looks very fierce. Wow. They were doing that thing, not knowing the headache that was going to come afterward. You know, the humiliation they gave her. And I spoke about humiliation in one of my videos. That, what's his name? KFC Third, you know, really goes after the emotional, the inner part. How he wants to hurt people is to the inner feeling, things that will last you for a very long time. So that's what they did to her in the UK. Poor Harry, he has no idea, and he loves his wife, and he stood by her. All right. So let's see some of the comment here. Okay, then at Meghan Harrison said it. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know there was a video there. Okay, let's see. This is good. Okay. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I had no idea this was there. I just bookmarked his thing to get the conversation going with her with the image. All right.
Obviously, lots of people saw that. Gazillions of people will have seen your beautiful shot when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex invited you to shoot their pregnancy announcement. How were they to photograph?
It's funny. You know, it's funny that she said gazillion people. That's throwing a shade at those who always feel overshadowed.
When you're photographing love,
wow,
and fortitude, and new life, it's a privilege and an honor. And for me, I had very little work to do.
Wow.
I've always said I capture the truth. And what you see there of those two people celebrating love and fortitude is the absolute truth.
What?
It's such a beautiful
Damn, he bring chill down my spine. He also remind me what Tyler Perry had said. Tyler Perry said something, the love that these two have, if he can find it, he doesn't want it. I'm just paraphrasing. That's not the exact word he said. But the way he said it, what you see here is exactly love. You know, we just heard it. Let's continue.
Can you talk? I mean, you did it from home, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, COVID doesn't allow much traveling to go on. So like many photographers, we've had to find ways to virtually be there. So there are a few apps that allow you to take over phones and iPads, and I virtually, and you can still hear my voice, and it still somehow feels natural. And I did it from thousands of miles away.
Wow.
And it still kind of worked out.
It felt so fresh. It has got quite a sort of a beautiful, casual, outdoor, barefoot vibe. Like, how can you talk to us a bit about the inspiration of the shot itself?
The inspiration, quite simply, is our subjects that are happy and comfortable within themselves. Nothing more, nothing less. Truly, you know, when you are together and happy in that togetherness, there is something that comes through in the lens that I just hope for in every image that I take. And I think that's why people were so moved by it, because that was, you know, in spades coming through. And I'm very proud and happy to have had the opportunity to do that for them.
I just love when artists speaks. You know, when artist speaks, you get the sense of, how would you say that? Nature, what nature intended. When you hear artists, it could be someone who do painting, or sometimes architect, but sometimes when architect speaks, they get in my damn nerve because they try to use some fancy word and then they remove you from what is. That's just me. I study architecture, but sometimes when you hear them speak, sometimes it gets on your damn nerve. You like, get to the point and explain your idea, but they're trying to use fancy word. But mostly people who do painting, like photographers, musicians, what do you call this? People who do movies, or you know, those kind of things. When these artists trying to explain their thoughts, their ideas, whatever inspired them, you get to hear the sense of nature. I don't know if you guys get that. All right, so this is what I got from him here as well. Picture of just two regular people, you know, doing their thing.
And you share a passion with them, I know, which is campaigning for mental health. I know you have a particular interest in.
That is very nice. I didn't expect this video. Let me. I bookmark it.
Obviously, lots of.
Okay, so let's see here. There's 8 comments under it. I didn't know. Okay, love shows, love this. Thank you for sharing it. What a lovely person. Okay, let's see here. Interesting feeling, the real love from his home, thousands of miles away. I mean, you get to see it. He's seeing it. When you see things, you know, your senses transfer. Okay, I'm not a freaking knowledgeable person of these things, but if you pay attention to things, when you do things that come naturally, you get to understand certain perspective. When your senses, all your senses, it could be smell, okay, obviously, it's part of your senses, your sight, when you could touch and feel something, and when you speak, all these, how does a blind person get to be loved? How does a blind person get to be loved? So when your senses, if you are lucky to have all of your senses, and when they combine together to create something, to be able to transfer a different type of transformation of things, yeah, he could be mile away, he could sense this, whatever it is that he was seeing through his eyes. Oh my goodness. Okay, facial expression. Thank you. There it is. Facial expression and body language can be seen over Zoom. Okay, just as easily as being in the same room. As a photographer, it will be second nature to read body language. Thank you. Noticing uninhibited closeness and inadvertent touching eye contact. Thank you. Your senses transfer these kind of things. Your senses, exactly. This person hit the nail on the, okay, love and fortitude at what cost? I don't know. They do their thing. I don't know what you mean by that. At what cost? What do you mean by what cost? Okay, removing yourself from brain. Oh my goodness, thank you. Wow. If these people are from the UK, they are very limited. They are very limited. I'm talking not just, you know, because of the thing that's going on, but the thing that they are saying. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe what I'm reading right now. Removing yourself from Britain and the royal family and becoming financially independent so you don't need to rely on public funding, obviously. That's a very good one. Wow. Let me get out of this, because these people, their hate prevent them from seeing reality. I cannot believe this. Thank you at Missing Harriman for dropping this on the timeline exactly when it was needed. Yep. Okay, let's see here. And just like that, my day is made. Relax. Mike, retweet it instant. Okay. Oh, this needs to be retweeted. Okay, it's already retweeted 100 times. Since I'm recording, I cannot type anything. I don't want to waste time typing. Okay, Harry better come on and smiles. Okay, they're so pretty. Boy, you're a lucky dude. Your wife's face card is just impeccable. Meghan is aging backward. No need for photoshopping and airbrushing. Okay, can't get enough of that beauty of this picture. Wow. All right, let's move on. That was a very surprise video. Let's see here. He is, there's the cry. He better glad we are within his respite month. Did you notice his grin? He is baiting you. I love that one. Okay, everyday prayer. Oh, that's for sure. Even though some of you don't see the prayers and the short videos, but I took them out of the long one. It is on that particular long video when I was recording all of them in one sitting. There's a prayer. All right, and I don't put the thumbnails for them.